Happy Friday, everyone. We made it through the week. Woo! It is homecoming week for the University of Miami. That's why I'm sporting my hat. I do it a lot, too, to cover my not wanting to do anything more with my hair day. I'm kind of crazy like that. Um, Keeps things in perspective. I'm not trying to be glamorous all the time. If you know me, you know me. But it's homecoming week this weekend at University of Miami, and the only thing I'm going to be participating in, of course, is the game. That's on tomorrow. It's going to be a busy kind of weekend. Before the game, I'm going to a homecoming service. Our former First Lady Emeritus, Julia Perkins, she passed away a week ago, and so we're going to have her homegoing service. And I'm looking forward to sending her with a lot of love and glory, for she served as First Lady for many decades, and she was a blessing to us all. And then right after that, I'm heading to the game, and hopefully I'm going to have someone to, either one of the young gentlemen from church, or I'm going to convince Randy to get up and come out with me. But, I was thinking about a lot of us right now who are fans of the University of Miami and how the football, it seems this time of year where they kind of start to dwindle out and let us down a little. But, I'm sure those young men, they're out there, they're doing it with all of their heart. And, sometimes we're just not having a good day when we're doing the things, or it's just not connecting. We've all experienced that. I've experienced that when I've been working on something, working on a project. And, sometimes we're on it. We're on top of the game. We doing our best. It's looking good. Everything is great. And then sometimes you're just not feeling it. Things are not connecting, and we just have to step away, and we have to let that process and figure out how to get things back, get our mojo back, as they say. And so we have to give them a grace that, hopefully they'll get back. If not this year, next year, But these young men, they're out there, they're getting themselves banged up pretty good every season. And so sometimes when I'm at the game and I'm getting a little frustrated about what's going on, I just take a moment and say, you know what, this is a game. And I always pray that God, protect them so they're not get injured, they don't have any injury, and help us not get penalties. But, it's important that we give them some grace. Give yourself some grace when you're doing something you're passionate about and you love and you're just naturally gifted at. Sometimes it takes a while to, perfect it, to get things to where you want it to be. And so hopefully they'll do well on tomorrow and the next two games. And, we'll see where that takes us and how everyone else does. They're not the only ones out there hopefully playing out of their heart. And when it's your season, it's your season. So we hope that this is their season. If not, we'll enjoy the game, right? And speaking of that, sometimes you have to give yourself some grace when you're working on things, and we don't always get it right the first time, or it's not looking. I know sometimes I do some designs and I'm just like, okay, that's passable. It's not great, but it's passable. And sometimes it's like, let me just step away for a while, let me just revisit this later. And so sometimes when you're doing things, you have to step away, revisit it, go get a cup of tea, go talk to someone, go listen to something inspiring, put on some music, that kind of gives you some energy and change the vibes, because sometimes it's just your head is in a different space and you need to change that atmosphere that's going on. And so, yeah, whatever you do, make sure your heart is in it, sometimes, because it helps. It's helping someone else. When they see your project, I know sometimes see design work, sometimes it might be in a presentation you're doing. I know whenever I'm preparing for something, I like to know where I'm supposed to be, what time it's supposed to be, what's supposed to be going on, how I'm going to get there, all dotting all my I's and T's. And then I always leave time, leave a portion in there for life, because life be like it, lifing, as they say, life be lifing. sometimes you just got to give yourself some grace and some room for those things that will come up. Life happens. And sometimes in those moments, you have to leave room for, maybe you're there to share that extra light that wasn't on your plan, to help someone who needs to hear that, encourage someone to go the extra miles. I know sometimes when I've done presentations and talking to young people, and afterwards they'll pull me to the side, and I take the time to answer their questions, the things that they may have or want to know about certain aspects of either the business or the project, or where they should go in their future. So take time to do things from your heart. Whatever you love to do naturally, also do it with heart, so that it can be effective, and it will help other people whenever you're doing things from heart. I remember a couple of Sundays ago, it's kind of on topic but off topic. I kind of prepared. I was semi-prepared to do this song at church, and during the middle of the song, normally I don't sing with the sheets of paper with the words on it, but this Sunday I hadn't fully prepared for it, and so I did sing the song with sheets of paper. And during my solo, someone called on my phone that was sitting right there right where I was, near where I was singing, and I like trying to turn it off, and then my papers flew down the ground, and I was like, well, pick it up and keep on going and do the best you can. And that's life sometimes. Things aren't perfect, but you pick it up and you keep on going, because life is life, and sometimes, and hopefully that we know how to prepare better for next time, and who knows how someone else was affected by that, and realize that, what, sometimes you stumble, but you keep on going. It's not, don't give up, just keep on pushing ahead. So whatever you're doing, do it with your heart and keep on pushing. Whether you stumble or fall, just keep on pushing. Get up, push on, keep on pushing. This isn't the greatest season that we ever hoped for you, but they still have to play the next game. So keep on pushing, and we're still going to be cheering for the University of Miami. They're out there. They're doing something I'm not doing, because I'm not going to be running up and down that field for nobody. Maybe in theory, but never in physical. So as you go about your day, live to love and love to live those around you and yourself. And I'll see you next time. Go Keys!